Hello and welcome to today's session. So you must have seen the caption. We are going to start with our foundation course this year. We have done these courses last year as well. So this year we are getting started with the foundation courses. Now before I talk about today's topic, like you must have seen in the caption, information and communication technology, what's more important is to understand why are we talking about it. Okay, so let's begin. So those students who are studying right now in the graduation stage, you are doing your BCom or BBA or BSc, whichever stream you are in. I'm sure you really feel that the curriculum that you have in terms of your academics is not really sufficient when it comes to getting a successful job or to kickstart a successful career as a professional. So these curriculum that has been built over a period of time, but it's unfortunately is not in pace with what our environment, our circumstances or the world is. That's where the challenge lies. We are still going through certain elements or certain components of knowledge in our education system which is not relevant to the kind of job that you're looking for. Say for example, there are huge opportunities for people who want to get into user experience or user interface kind of work, UI and UX designs. Say for example, people from commerce background or BBA background, they want to have a successful career in supply chain, but unfortunately your academic curriculum does not really provide that platform or learning. So what do? So AP State Skill Development Corporation, which is the skilling department or the skilling organization for the state of Andhra Pradesh that has been set up by the Chief Minister. So APSSDC is the pioneer of skilling in the state since 2014 and 15. So what they did is they introduced certain courses for degree students which are called foundation courses. The role of these foundation courses is to fill the gap between what the academic curriculum is offering today and what the job market is looking for. All the companies, all the corporates, all the multinational corporations, these companies are looking for certain skills which is not provided as a part of your education curriculum or academic curriculum. So the foundation course works as a bridge between your academic curriculum and the demand. So this course is open for degree students for first year and second year as well as final year. So I'm going to talk about quickly what these foundation courses are. There are a total of 7 foundation courses. So let's have the slide. Yes. So we have human values and professional ethics, environmental studies, information and communication technology, communication and soft skills, analytical skills, entrepreneurship skills and leadership education. So these are 7 modules or 7 courses which is there for degree students, which will be covered for first and second year. Alright. Now let's go forward. Now there are also technical courses available. Now these courses are the domain training for people who are getting into certain sectors. For example, we have tally and financial accounting packages for BCom and BBA students. We have digital marketing, this is open to all. Java with Selenium, this is for IT sector. Testing tools, again IT sector. Financial packages for commerce students. Web technologies with Java. Hardware and networking, and you see supply chain management. Now these courses will also be part of the domain training for the entire foundation course. Now how these trainings will be delivered to the students? Like you're watching this program right now. If you're watching this program on YouTube, you know which channel to look for. You need to look for ManaTV Amaravathi, and you have these APSSDC programs getting beamed every day. Or if you do not have internet connection, but if you have a set-top box at home, you can watch these programs on ManaTV AP. There are 2 channels, ManaTV AP1 and AP2. Either of these 2 channels, you will have these programs from morning till 5 o'clock live every day. Now in case if you miss any of these programs for whatever reason, you are in the classroom, you are out, you are in your college, you have an exam, no problem, you're actually not going to miss out on anything. You can go back to YouTube and look for these trainings once again, because these trainings are getting beamed live, as well as it will be uploaded on YouTube for future consumption. So you have these trainings, these learning as a repository which is available in the internet. Wherever you need to, you can go back and learn, just in case if you miss any of the live session. All right. So live session module, the online live session will be for first and second year. The students will listen, understand, and interact with the expert training team and get their doubts cleared if any. Hands-on training for majority of modules. Hands-on training will be conducted by providing laptops in ESC laboratory. Now, ESC laboratory is basically Employability Skills Center. There are a lot of colleges across the state of AP which has been designated as ESCs, or Employability Skill Centers. These ESCs have infrastructure in terms of internet, in terms of hardware support, in terms of software support, and power backup. So these ESCs will work as a laboratory for hands-on practice. Say for example, there will be a trainer who is going to train you on, say, web design. There will be a trainer who will train you on certain testing tools. Now, if you do not practice, you cannot become a master in it. So how do you practice? You may or may not have access to a computer. You may or may not have access to an infrastructure. So the best way is to engage and leverage these employability skill centers, your college basically what I'm referring to, which you can use in order to get hands-on practice. We also have the offline classes. These offline classes will be applicable for final year students. Now, what happens in first and second year versus what happens in final year? Now, when you are in final year, you are just a step away from getting into a professional career, isn't it? So you will be looking for jobs. Now, your academic curriculum obviously does not provide you enough skills that an organization is looking for. Say for example, if you go to a company like Deloitte, they assess you on various parameters, one of them being presentation skills. They need their candidate to be really presentable. They want the candidates to be a good speaker, good orator, basically a good personality. All right. Now, your academic curriculum does not really provide that learning. So what do? We learn these skills as a part of the final year foundation skills. Say for example, resume writing. You will be amazed to know 70 to 75% of freshers, they get rejected at the resume stage itself. When you send your resume to a consultant, when you send your resume to an organization, they go through the document and they decide right there should they call that candidate for a first round of interview or not. Sadly, 70 to 75% of candidates, of freshers, they fail to write a very effective resume. So your resume is the first step. It's the first identity that you establish in order to get a job. So how to be successful in writing a resume? How can you make your resume more presentable, more effective, and it guarantees that you will be called for an interview? So that is going to be taught in final year. Now you have finished writing a resume, you have submitted or emailed your resume, and then you get called for an interview. Now, how to be successful in interview? Obviously, there will be a written round. You will learn about aptitude skills, verbal ability, and quantitative aptitude. All this will be covered anyways in first and second year. But when you go for an interview, now the interview could be one-on-one or it could be a panel interview where you will have more than one person who's going to interview you. How to be successful? Why do candidates get rejected in an interview? Why do they get selected? What kind of common questions they ask? What kind of questions you should expect? And what is an appropriate answer for these questions? That will be trained in the final year. Say for example, group discussion. How do you score more points in group discussion? Why do candidates fail in group discussion? How to manage your body language when you go for group discussion or even interviews. Some companies have stopped doing interviews. They straight away ask you to pick any topic and do a presentation for 10 minutes just using the whiteboard. Now, how to present properly, how to structure your delivery. All this will be covered for final year students as well. Now, in order to do that, you also have to clear, in order to reach the group discussion stage or interview stage, you need to clear your written assessment, isn't it? So, to clear the written assessment, you just cannot learn aptitude in the final year. You need to have that foundation and the basic from the beginning itself. That's why the courses on aptitude, on quantitative is included in the first and second year as well. Now, you have a candidate who is good in resume writing. You have this person who is good with his communication or her communication skills, good with group discussion, but there are a lot of other aspects the candidate is expected to have. Say, for example, soft skill and behavioral skills. What do we mean by soft skill and behavioral skills? The eye contact that we make with the interviewer, the body language when you enter the room, when you sit, what kind of body language you need to engage in. All these aspects are very, very important, and that falls under soft skill and behavioral skills. There are certain element of leadership skills that is required. They will certainly ask you question, what kind of leadership skills you have. Now, you don't have to work in an organization in order to build leadership skills. While you are in your academic environment, you can still build leadership skills. For example, you will have a project in the final year and you are the group leader. You participate in some group activities or sports and you are the captain of the team. Now, you don't have to be a captain or the group leader in order to have leadership skills. Even if you are part of the team, you can still display and express certain leadership skills. Now, what these skills the companies look for? How does it impact your job opportunity? And more importantly, how does it impact your personality? All right. So, these aspects will also be covered during these sessions, online sessions, as well as offline session for final year. All right. Now, the training details, this is just to give you a complete information about the training details. The core skills, we have core skills, modular skills and domain skills. So, core skill modules will start first semester onwards. Modular skill training will be usually start for the second semester onwards. Foundation course will be incorporated in academic schedule as per the university schedule. So, the training that we started today is in consultation with the colleges as well as the board. Now, comprehensive placement training will be conducted for final year students. Why are we learning all these aspects? Because we wanted to be a successful professional. Now, if a corporation like APSSDC is only providing you training but not helping you get a job, that means the job is not complete. So, APSSDC also takes responsibility of providing you job opportunities. Now, listen to me very carefully. They take the responsibility of providing you job opportunities. They are not guaranteeing you, neither I nor APSSDC nor your faculties. Nobody can assure you of a job. We can assure you of a job opportunity. You need to build your skills. You need to build your competencies in order to be successful whenever these opportunities come. So, APSSDC has conducted a lot of job fairs and placement drives across the state. So, the companies that APSSDC has in its list, we have TCS, Wipro, Capgemini, Tech Mahindra, Mphasis, Computer Associate, CSC, IBM, Virtusa, NTT, Infosys and many more companies. We have companies from different sectors, from different industries, and these are not only Indian companies but also multinational corporations. All right. Now, in order to be part of these programs, it's very, very essential that you register for these trainings. Now, we have APSSDC trainers all across the state of Andhra Pradesh right now since last 10 days. They are going to every college, every district, every town which is part of this entire program to build awareness about these foundation courses. Please make a note of this link that you see on the screen right now, jobskills.apssdc.in. So once you get in here, you need to go to SDC student registration. What you do is you click on that and you register yourself. Once you register yourself, the APSSDC team will be aware of your registration and your name will be on the database. The second point that you see, one-time registration fee of 200. This is to be paid in the final year stage. So if you are watching this program and you are in first or second year, please do register, but you don't have to pay right now. You will have to pay when you reach the final year, because this is for the job drive and the classroom trainings. All right. There is also a Facebook page and YouTube channel which you need to subscribe. I'm going to talk about that soon. Now, campus training that we provide during the final year stage. So we have aptitude training, group discussion, interview skills, offline and company specific trainings. What do we mean by these offline and company specific trainings? Let me quickly take you to certain sample papers. Just a moment. Okay, here we go. Say for example, Capgemini comes into your campus. They have a very different parameter compared to anybody else, the way they select their candidates. So they have round 1, which is the written round. So we have arithmetic aptitude and reasoning and essay writing. Round 2 is technical round and round 3 is HR round. So round 2 and round 3 is interview. Round 1 is your written assessment, and majority of students, they fail at the essay writing stage. And we have also conducted a lot of trainings online as well as in classroom for effective essay writing for Capgemini. Say for example, these are some of the topics that were given as a part of the Capgemini essay writing. For example, offline shopping versus online shopping, should laptops be replaced with textbook in school, so on and so forth. There are a lot of topics. So what we train you on is how to be successful in these written assessments, how to write an effective essay. Say for example, TCS, they have round 1 which is aptitude and round 2 which is email writing. These two are written round. Then you have technical and HR round combined, which is the interview. All right. And lot of candidates, lot of freshers, they fail to qualify in round 2. So thing that you need to keep in mind in order to be a successful learner, in order to be an effective learner. You have the YouTube channel. Please make a note of this. If you're watching it on TV, please make a note of this, ManaTV APSSDC or ManaTV Amaravathi. You can search with APSSDC and you will find all the courses. The Facebook page, AP Skill Development, you need to subscribe to this page, you need to like this page so that you stay updated. Okay. Now coming to the important aspect of the placements, I am going to quickly show you certain numbers. All right, here we go. So it's currently organizing 4 job mailers a week. Imagine every week there are 4 placement drives in some place or other. So the college is expected to, the institution is expected to motivate their students in order to gain skills and competencies and be a part of these placement drives. So far 66 job mailers have been conducted, 2017 and 18, I'm sorry, and 12,000 students have got selected already. All right. So here is a quick snapshot of the companies that have hired from these placement drives. Apollo, Amazon, HCL, you see so many logos out there. If you see on the statistics, 120 job fairs organized. This is till date since last 2.5 years. 600 companies participated. 1,60,000 students have registered and 25,000 students have got selected. If you want to look at the year-wise numbers, 2015 and 16, there were only 1 job mailer organized because that was the year the corporation was set up and the entire initiative got started. But if you look at 2016-17, 62, and 2017-18, we are just halfway through, already 64 job fairs have been conducted. So total of 127. Number of selected students, look at first year 177 and look at the overall number 28,000 plus, and this year 12,000 already, 12,000 plus. Okay, and all these job fairs are getting conducted across the state, across the districts, across all the towns. All right, so I don't want to go through the district wise distribution, it's not completely relevant right now. So I want to quickly tell you about the foundation course that we have. Okay, so if you see, it's called complementary learning for foundation courses. You don't have to pay for these learnings, it's available free of charge. So we expect you to make the best use of it. So what do we mean by these foundation courses? So foundation course has been introduced for bachelor's degree across all streams to impart essential knowledge and skills that are critical and in today's dynamic world. The course is designed to help students attain required skills in the areas of human values and professional ethics, environmental studies, information technology, communication and soft skills, analytical skills, entrepreneurship skills, and leadership skills. So these are all the skills that you will learn during this course of training. So the course scope for live sessions, now I am talking essentially for the live sessions, not for classroom. Even though the course index talks about 7 key essentials spread across all semesters, the scope of learning through online is second semester and fourth semester, which means we are talking for first year and second year. Since we have adopted this semester system, first year is first and second sem, second year is third and fourth sem. So these learnings are for second sem, which is first year, and fourth sem, which is second year. So in second sem, what do you learn? You learn information technology, communication and soft skill. And in fourth semester, you learn communication and soft skill, that is part 2, analytical skills, entrepreneurship skills, and leadership skills. All right, let's go a little deeper as to what these courses are all about, and there is a course number assigned to all of this. So second semester foundation course number 3, this is what we are talking about right now. Today we're going to start with this, information technology, basic of computers, MS Word, MS PowerPoint, and MS Excel. This is what we're going to begin with. Now second semester foundation course number 4, we have communication and soft skill. This will be an alternative day. So today we're going to talk about information and technology. Tomorrow I will train you on communication and soft skills. Here we talk about vocabulary building, grammar part 1 and part 2, listening skills and reading skills. All right. Now if you go to fourth semester, the foundation course ID is 7, duration 30 hours, communication and soft skill. We have soft skill paragraph writing, paraphrasing and summarizing, letter writing, resume writing, and cover letter. Now certain companies don't really insist on a cover letter, but a lot of companies do like or they appreciate in case if students are also including cover letter along with the resume. Your cover letter is basically talking about your brief introduction and what exactly you are looking for. Okay, I'm sorry for the confusion here. So cover letter is basically an introduction about yourself. For example, when you go for an interview, the first part of your interview response is about yourself. So your cover letter basically should talk about yourself in brief, that you are a fresher in whichever field and you are looking for a job in what field, and you want to thank the company for the opportunity. That's a cover letter. And cover letter should also talk about in case if you have enclosed your resume along with it. Certain companies don't really look for cover letter. Certain companies, certain Indian companies, certain British companies, they still like the idea of the cover letter. So the cover letter is very European, but again certain countries, certain culture in Europe, they don't really like cover letter. They treat that as a non-value add document. So in case if you have it, it's good. If you don't have it, it's not bad. It's a good addition in your resume. Okay. So again, what you learn in communication and soft skill, 4th semester foundation course number 7, you have soft skill. Slide please, I'm talking about the slide. Soft skill, paragraph writing, paraphrasing and summarizing, letter writing, resume writing and cover letter. And then we go to analytical skills. Here you are learning about aptitude. Analytical skills, you will have a trainer who's going to train you on data analytics, sequence and series, arithmetic ability, quantitative aptitude and business computation. And please do remember, there will also be an offline training for final year for company specific aptitude questions. You have these list of 4 data analysis, sequence and series, quantitative aptitude and business computation. Yes, that's a part of your online delivery. But certain companies have specific pattern. Say for example, Mphasis has a specific pattern, Infosys has a specific pattern of quantitative aptitude, the kind of questions they ask in the written assessment. For that, there will be a classroom training as well as online training for final year students. This is for the beginners, first year and second year. Alright. Now 4th semester foundation course number 9, we have entrepreneurship skills, where you learn about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship means basically somebody who wants to do their own business. Idea generation and opportunity assessment, project formulation and appraisal, institution supporting small business and enterprises, and government policy and taxation. Alright. So these are the courses, these are the aspects that you learn, and then comes the important aspect of foundation course number 10 for 4th semester. You learn about leadership skills, organization to management, behavioral concepts, interpersonal behavior, group dynamics and team building. When you're working in an organization, the entire demography of your interaction with people changes drastically. You are no longer working with people who are close to you. You have been studying in your college, in your class for last 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, you have your close friends with you. So even when there are conflicts, there are disagreements, you can solve it easily. But when you're working in an organization, it changes. Each and every person is your competition. Today you have your friends sitting next to you for your unit test or for your board exam. You want yourself to succeed in the exam, plus you want the person next to you, your good friend, also to succeed. But when the same person is sitting next to you in an organization, say for example you're working in Google, you worked for 1 year and your best friend is next to you. You are staying in the same hostel or PG, or you're staying in the same house in a different city. Your good friend is with you always. After 1 year, there is an opportunity for one person to go to San Francisco in California for a 6-month project, and there is a written assessment. Do you think you're going to help your friend? No. You're going to help yourself, because you are ambitious, you want to be successful. In those areas, in those circumstances, how do you deal with conflicts? What kind of leadership skill that is required? What kind of interpersonal skills that is required? These are the aspects that you will learn. When you're working in an organization, your success is as important as the team's success. If you as an individual, one person is succeeding but the team is failing, doesn't matter. If Sachin is scoring century upon century but the team India is losing match after match, what do you talk about? You basically talk about the team is not performing well. One person's success doesn't mean the team's success. The team succeeds when everybody contributes. So how can you be an excellent team player? How can you be a contributing team member? How can you make the team succeed so that the organization succeeds? These are the aspects. Imagine if you are learning at your academic stage and then you go for job opportunities, obviously you will build more value for yourself. So these are the aspects that we are going to train you on. Tomorrow when we meet, we're going to talk about the basics of MS Office. Say for example, I am working on a PPT right now. So let me get out of the slideshow mode. Okay, so I have this PPT here. I need to see the slide, thank you. So if you see, let me expand this a little more so that it's clearly visible to you. So if you see this slide, there is a thin line here, there is a grid here. Why do I use this grid? I use this grid to ensure all my objects are centrally aligned. When you are making a PowerPoint presentation, you need to ensure everything is aligned properly. I am shifting between slide number 7, 8 and 9. This is 7, 8, 9. See how I am moving, but the alignment of my header is not moving at all. That shows how accurately I have designed this PowerPoint, and every person is expected to do so. If I have an Excel sheet here, this is an Excel sheet for the whole schedule. I open a new Excel sheet and I'm going to enter certain data. So I have a serial number, I have name, roll number, age, intermediate score. Okay, so let me enter just few sample datas. Okay, I just added some random names. So here, now let me get rid of this particular column. I don't need this. So intermediate score. So I'm just mentioning some numbers here. Now this is my sheet number 1. Okay. Imagine I have to send this report to certain people. This is my sheet number 1. Is this looking good? I'm going to make a little change on the formatting. I'm just making little change on the formatting. Both are exactly the same data, but the way I'm showing it is slightly different. Okay. So this is my sheet number 1 and this is my sheet number 2. Which one looks better? Which one looks more effective? Which one looks more practical? Here the names are not even visible completely. I have to click on each cell to know the complete name because it's visible here. But when I look at this, this is far more presentable. You would be amazed to know 70 to 80% of people don't know how to make an effective and practical worksheet or data sheet. Alright. Say for example, I'm talking about Word document. This is my entire content document, look at the alignment, look at the numbering system. Okay, so these are the aspects that you're going to learn in terms of these foundation courses. Today's introduction was mainly to tell you what to expect as a part of this foundation course. Day after tomorrow, I'm going to talk about a different aspect. So next session, when I talk about information and communication technology, I'm going to speak about MS Office. I will train you on MS Word, MS Excel and MS PowerPoint. I will start from the very basic in case if you don't know how to work on these office tools, and I will go to the intermediate level, which is required as a part of your competency and your skills when you go for a job. Because when you get a job, you're going to learn a lot of other aspects what the organization is looking for. They're not going to sit and train you on MS Office. You are expected to know that. And that is what I'm going to train you on. Alright? So please do stay tuned. Make the best use of these trainings. These trainings are meant for your benefit, for your success. So my next session, whenever I have the next session on information and communication technology, the next session will be on MS Office, MS PowerPoint and MS Excel, and the idea is to make you good, make you proficient in it. Alright, so I hope the introduction was helpful. Please make the best use of it. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.